So as many of you guys know, 9/11 is one of the biggest global tragedies in the last 30 years, which makes it pretty important, but not as important as losing free speech on Twitter, according to YouTuber TheQuartering. Now that statement is ridiculous in itself, but it becomes even more dumb when you realize the reason he thinks free speech is going to be gone on Twitter is because of the potential outcome of an Elon Musk Twitter poll. This poll on whether or not Elon is going to be CEO of Twitter anymore is more important than the near 3,000 lives that were lost that day, as well as all of the political and social implications that came from that terrorist attack. So TheQuartering is either severely downplaying the impact of 9/11 in his head, or he thinks this poll is more important than the death of nearly 3,000 people. And if that's the case, it makes sense why he responded to Elon Musk in such a frantic way when he tweeted out, "Please don't step down, but maybe add some help. I think your gut is right far more than it's wrong on stuff, but you need a nice little inner circle like a board of advisors. There is so much potential on Twitter. I think it's hard to prioritize right now." Elon also responded to someone who said they wanted the job of CEO, and Quartering responds to Elon by saying, "I don't want to be CEO, but I would love to be part of some advisory board. I actually have a lot of expertise." Elon continues to reply to other people about wanting to be Twitter CEO, and TheQuartering steps in again to say, "Elon, I want to do it, and I can keep it alive. Not only that, far beyond what it is now. I have a complex understanding of alt tech, what Twitter needs and what creators need. I also have a dozen years running a marketing agency that represented Fortune 500 companies. Even if you laughed out loud at this, I am 100% certain I could at the very least help immensely with prioritizing product rollouts that will maximize growth in the shortest time frame, and I would be happy to do it for free." Paul Talsey screenshots this tweet and says, "I promise I will stop tweeting about this when it stops being the most ridiculous situation I've ever seen." TheQuartering responds to him by saying, "Hey Paul, I know you just write articles about video games on a dying website, but you have heard the saying you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? I'm happy with the 15% chance. That said, I'm sorry you were such an angry person. Maybe I'll bring you on as an intern." He then quote tweets him and says, "Confirmed. Journalist Paul Tassi thinks I have a 15% chance of getting the Twitter CEO role." TheQuartering then quote tweets Elon's poll when it's in favor of him stepping down as CEO and says, "I 100% guarantee the Tesla investors fired up those bots and vote to have him step down. By the way, something I always thought he was going to do anyway. Still worth fighting." Just a thought on Elon Musk stepping down via the results of a poll. In my opinion, he was always going to step down and appoint a new CEO. The man has to get to Mars for crying out loud. He's just doing what new owners do when they buy something, cleaning house and fixing culture. He also didn't say he was stepping down this instant. He just said stepping down. Details, friends. He then quote tweets Elon's poll again and says, "Look, I don't want Elon Musk to step down until he has reshaped company culture and found a suitable replacement. Please consider voting now." Then immediately retweeting this, "We must defeat the bots. Vote no." He then quote tweets Elon's poll again and says, "The vote no has picked up a full point in the last hour. We cannot lose Elon this early. Vote no and like and retweet." You can view the poll from the tweet. An hour later, he then quote tweets Elon's poll again and says, "So, Elon Musk should close the poll with like 30 minutes to go, and announce that it will take weeks to get the results. Then announce that a bunch of mail-in votes arrived at midnight, and were all no votes. Just think of the memes, man. Vote no. Don't give up. Heading to bed. Getting up early tomorrow. Have many videos and topics to discuss, but also many Christmas gifts to wrap. Maybe a Christmas stream to consider too. Thanks for being awesome. I must slumber now. The culture war is coming down to the next 12 hours. I, for one, want Elon Musk to appoint a replacement eventually at Twitter, but not until next year. I am going to sacrifice everything tomorrow to try and implore people to vote no on his poll. The vast majority of people voting yes to force Elon Musk to step down are one-stock Sallies who own Tesla or leftists. Get involved and vote no on his poll now. The most important day in the history of the culture war comes tomorrow. I will be up early doing everything I can. But if you are a content creator, a Twitter user, a normie, it doesn't matter. We must mobilize to vote no, to tell Elon not to step down. This is everything." He then ats a bunch of Twitter users and says, "If our friendship matters, create tomorrow to vote no on Elon stepping down. Please, Elon Musk. This is so important. Extend your poll. You are not even giving us a chance to create content to appeal to folks. This poll ends at 4 a.m. in the United States. You must restart this poll, man. Seriously. I am leaving bed to create a video, but give us time. Seriously, Elon Musk. You are screwing us by letting this poll end at 4 a.m. US time. I mean, I know you always plan to pass off leadership on Twitter, but this is too soon. I am literally getting out of bed to shoot a video to mobilize people, but we don't have enough time. If you are a fellow content creator who cares about the culture war, if you care about free speech and you don't make a video immediately imploring your viewers to vote no on Elon Musk poll to step down as Twitter CEO, I don't ever want to hear you complain again. This matters! I'm about to screw up my entire week by uploading a video in the middle of the night in regards to Elon Musk stepping down as CEO. He doesn't owe me anything, but if I don't try to sway the vote, I can't show how much I care. Who needs money anyway? Turn Injuries Off then responds, utterly hilarious how flustered you are over this. This is your personal 9/11. And then TheQuartering's quote tweets him and says, yes, Twitter is the public square. Losing freedom of speech in that square is more important than 9/11. Does that make you feel uncomfortable? It makes me feel like shit to say it, but it's also true. Nicholas Diorio shows this tweet and captions it by saying, I can't believe there is a context created where this sentence can exist. TheQuartering quote tweets him and says, I can't believe where a content creator on the planet, not the size of a planet, would ever betray principles of free speech just for internet dunks from fellow loser black pillars. But here you are, Nick. TheQuartering then makes a Twitter video with the caption, if you don't vote no on this poll, you don't care about free speech. You don't care about the public square. This is everything. Elon Musk, I know you want to step down, and I fully expect it, but this is way too early. You need more time to shift the culture than a few weeks.
I know I have like 2 minutes and 20 seconds to explain why this is important, but listen. Elon Musk has opened the poll to whether or not he should step down as Twitter CEO. I believe in his mind, he had always planned on stepping down as Twitter CEO, but it is too soon. It is too early. He is feeling, in my opinion, some questioning, some self-doubt based on a couple of knee-jerk reactions to a couple of emotional decisions that Elon made. I still believe he is the absolute best person on the planet to be the CEO of this platform. And because Twitter is, in many cases, the de facto town square, the de facto important decision platform, whatever country you're in, okay? It is essentially, in America or the West, freedom of speech related issue. And if you do not create a Twitter account right now, or if you do not like and retweet this video and vote no on Elon Musk's poll, Elon Musk polled, should I step down as the head of Twitter? I will abide by the results of this poll. Yes, we all knew that Elon was going to step down, okay? But it's too early. It's too early, and he's not done yet. I know he hasn't made every perfect decision, and I know that even freedom of speech people have questioned various policies, but there is no better human on the planet to be guiding the most important speech platform on the planet than Elon Musk right now. If you do not go to Elon Musk's Twitter profile and vote no on this, I don't ever want to hear you complain about free speech. And I'm not talking about the individual users that follow me. I'm talking about creators, okay? Big time creators. I know I got out of bed to make this video, okay? If you are a creator and free speech matters to you and you don't immediately make a video, you don't immediately make a tweet, you don't immediately make an Instagram post, then I'll know you were lying about caring about free speech. Get in there and vote no right now.
TheQuartering follows up his video by saying, if I could just get 3 minutes on the phone with Elon Musk, I could convince him to stay a little longer. Please share the above video. We cannot lose this vote. I then quote tweet him and say, this is the same guy who made fun of Hillary voters begging people to vote against Trump in 2016, lol. And then TheQuartering responds, Josh, imagine being a content creator arguing against free speech. Holy shit, dude. Maybe dial in your own principles, and that will likely help your channel grow. Dude, there will never be free speech on Twitter because every social media platform needs moderation in order to get advertisers. This is going to be the case regardless of who's CEO. Personally, I like the changes Elon has made to Twitter, which is why I voted no on the poll. But even though I like some of the changes he's made, let's be honest, Elon isn't the best person to be Twitter CEO. As MrBeast pointed out, one of the dumb policies Elon Musk tried to enact. He responds to Elon's poll about stepping down as CEO by saying, if you were going to keep doing stuff like this, yes. Showing a policy that doesn't allow you to promote other social media platforms on Twitter. TheQuartering responds to MrBeast by saying, Jimmy, please DM me. I can explain. He has already reversed course, and this is the most important important poll in history. We need to keep Elon as CEO. He then quote tweets MrBeast and says, please tell MrBeast he walked this back. Nicholas responds to him by saying, this is so fucking funny. To which the Quartering responds, you and Boblax think I don't see how pathetic you are? Maybe Papa Keemstar might like one of your sad low IQ tweets. Maybe one day he might put you over. Your content is uninspiring, replaceable, and forgettable. Nicholas responds, even obese. Jay will outlive you if you keep drinking at this rate, laughing my fucking ass off. The Quartering responds, I 100% guarantee this isn't true. He then quote tweets Nick and says, Nick, I know you think this is some sort of huge own, but coming from a terminally obese man who will sell out their friends to suck Keemstar's dick, your criticism falls flatter than the transition from your neck to your chest. You are dumb and a Keemstar dick rider. Sit down. Drew Warwick responds to the Quartering by saying, I don't even know who any of these people are, but you should have just gone to bed and you know it. The Quartering responds, based. Heading to bed now. Just had to drop that video. Instead of going to bed, he then quote tweets Nicholas again and says, boxing match? Winner can be the true Keemstar simp. Grizzly Wizzly responds, he might have you in the weight advantage though. The Quartering responds, actually, think I am ahead. I hate asses like you responds by saying, this is literally the most pathetic I've seen you, Quartering, and that says a lot. The Quartering quote tweets him and says, oh my god, a total Twitter rando who I've never seen in my replies thinks I should suddenly care about their opinion. I'm sure you follow a lot of lame-ass e-celeb clowns who don't manage their own socials, but I do. I know the usernames, the people who are in my threads normally. Night friendos. Massively full day tomorrow. About Adventure responds to him by saying, you gonna block a bunch more people tomorrow that hurt your feelings, Mr. Free Speech? Quartering responds, look, I didn't like that your mom made fun of the additional gray in my beard, but I would never block her for it. Now, she did say she had a double-digit IQ son, and I told her I would accept him as my own. Where's libs of TikTok during the most important poll in YouTube history? Vote no for Elon Musk to step down as CEO. Okay, Elon Musk, I sacrificed my most important notification, YouTube only sends 3 a day, to try and keep you at the helm of Twitter a little while longer. Maybe you are ready to move on, but the free speech movement still needs you. Like and retweet. Nicholas then mocked the Quartering when he tweeted out, we have received word at 12:44 a.m. on a clear Monday morning. A second American Airlines Boeing 767 loaded with 2,000 gallons of jet fuel crashed into the free speech tower of Twitter Incorporated in New York City. The Quartering quote tweets him and says, lol, 5,000 Americans dying to a terrorist attack. Ha 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 ha, so funny. Don't you think that's funny? How about another 30,000 Americans dying in a forever war in Afghanistan? Ha ha! Black pillars are the dumbest losers on the planet. And then he tweets out, good night, and he finally goes to bed. Actually, I think there were a couple more tweets by him after this point, but he ended up deleting all of his tweets in regards to the Elon Twitter poll, so I'm not able to get them, but I'm sure it's just him sucking Elon's dick and begging him not to step down as CEO. I mean, if the Quartering actually thinks that Elon is the best person to run Twitter and shares similar values to him, I don't think he would decide to step down from a job that's more important than 9/11 based on a Twitter poll. But maybe the Quartering is right. Maybe I'm an enemy of free speech, I'm not taking this seriously enough, and it is more important than 9/11. If you actually think this, I would love to hear your thought process down in the comment section below, as well as any other thoughts you may have on this topic. If you want to see more drama you might have missed, check out the end cards on screen right now. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.